You might have taken one look at the title of this video and thought to yourself, isn't that the Mario sports game from 2005 for the Nintendo GameCube? How is this even relevant? Well, a couple of years ago I started playing it as a hobby with some of the people I lived with at the time, and we found out that there was actually a ton of people at our college who were interested and even played the game. We set up a grudge match with two of the best players we knew, and for this single 1v1 match, we had around 30 different spectators pop in and out of the dorm floor lobby, which was insane. Our eyes opened to the idea of competitive Mario baseball. We started a tradition where a bunch of us would get together, bring Wiis and monitors, and have 6 to 8 setups in one house every week on a Tuesday night. We affectionately referred to it as Baseball Club. So not only were we consistently getting upwards of 20 people to use their nights to come play Mario Baseball, we generated quite a lot of buzz when it came to the actual meta of the game. Games were played on Mario Stadium always. Captains were picked by a rock, paper, scissors match. From there, whoever won the first captain would pick the first character. The second player would then get 2 characters to compensate for picking captain second. Then, the draft would continue schoolyard style, with players taking turns selecting characters until 9 characters were selected for each of the teams. After the character draft, the batting order and fielding positions would then be decided by each player. The player who picked captain first would then bat first. 9 innings, star power on, no mercy. The character selection process and draft of a team became wildly complex as we discovered plenty of things to take into account. Each character had their own stat spread, batting hitbox, special ability, and star hit. Some characters also had chemistry, identified by a music note, which meant that when they threw the ball to each other, it would travel faster. It also meant that if a character up to bat had chemistry with a character on base, then the character up to bat would have a better potential hit. There was also anti-chemistry, where characters would play worse in the field with each other, sometimes outright missing them when they tried to throw to them. This means that while picking characters, all of these inputs had to be considered. Characters shined at different positions, and while some were a hindrance up to bat, they could make up for it in the field. We got so deep in the discussion of the metagame, we all individually created a tier list of the 32 characters based on their overall competitive viability. We then went a step further and put together those results into a community tier list, which averaged the results and provided a concrete answer to what characters were good and what characters just weren't. The level of dedication towards this Mario sports game from 2005 was unparalleled and took over our lives for a number of months. Someone even wrote an entire thesis describing their tier list in detail. I went so far as to create an entire series of analysis videos, where a panel of myself and 3 other professional Mario Superstar Baseball players discussed each of the 32 characters' strengths and weaknesses in the current metagame, as well as if they were trending up or down in usage. We had power rankings for players, grudge matches, and even a World Series, and some people even uploaded their matches with commentary.
Realize about picking DK as your captain, you do get the discount banana balls, but I think DK's best quality is his hitting, right? He hits slammers. So why you have to choose between your discount banana ball or a really good bat.
We had outreach from other schools as well as a bit of discussion online on websites like GameFAQs and YouTube. It wasn't super serious, but that was the beauty of it. It was surprisingly in-depth and complicated, and had a lot done for the success of it. So the question is Mario Superstar Baseball a viable esport? Esports prides itself on shorter, consumer-friendly matches and games, and because each game of Mario Baseball lasted around 20 minutes, with the draft of characters and batting fielding order edits taking around 10 minutes, a single game took around half an hour to complete. So, on a large scale, probably not. But as a grassroots, community-based game, Mario Superstar Baseball brings together people in a way that I've only ever seen from games like Smash and Mario Kart. It may not function exactly like a video game tournament, but more as a real sport, where records and player stats are kept track of to develop a power ranking. All of these results at the end of the season would be considered, and the king of Mario Superstar Baseball would be crowned as the top players get to compete in a championship bracket. Mario Superstar Baseball is the pinnacle of Mario sports games, an excellent addition to your GameCube library, as well as some of the most wholesome, competitive fun you can possibly have. If you're looking for a new game for you and your friends to beef over, nothing hits the spot better than a fine game of Mario Superstar Baseball. Mario Superstar Baseball, not Mario Super Sluggers. We don't talk about that casual game. If you'd like to watch any or all of the character analysis videos that we've done, I'll link them in the video description below. Until then, have fun playing America's pastime.